Geez, my association with electronic drums went back all the way to the 70s.
Yeah.
When there were Synares and
Yeah. Simmons were the
thin
first.
drums.
Yeah.
Yeah, and but Synares were sort of a cheaper version of Syn drums.
Yeah.
I was using those to augment my acoustic kit with logins.
Yeah. Yeah.
Once that sound started, becoming real popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
So from that, of course, then I went to Simmons, and because that was way popular, and I spent a lot of the '80s when that sound was so requested by producers,
Yeah. Yeah.
uh, playing Simmons again, ideally with my acoustic set, and live I would definitely with logins. But geez, with David Foster, the great David Foster producer, liked my playing, but then also, would hire me to be a Simmons striker, more or less, on a lot of different people's records. Everybody from uh, Julio Iglesias and Stevie Wonder did a duet called "My Love" that was blew up all over the world. That's me on Simmons on that, and then some Neil Diamond stuff as well. And,
Oh, so
I mean, geez, anytime I got a call from Foster, I knew it was going to be great.
yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Uh,
He's definitely
then on his own
iconic.
stuff as well as Kenny's. They wrote a song together called "Forever." If you remember that big opening,
Yeah. Yeah.
Simmons thing, that was me with acoustic drums as well. So, and then Footloose, it was the same kind of thing. I played the acoustic set first, and then on the big uh, drum breakdown, I overdubbed Simmons.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Well,
but when you and I started talking about electronic drums, at that point it had moved way past. I mean, we're in the 2000s now.
yeah. Yeah.
So that was in the 80s and some of the 90s before that I was talking about. And I had was using at that point at home. I had a set of V drums
Yeah.
and was working with Roland during that period. And I tell you, uh, as great as they were, there were almost just too many variables and too many options you could get lost in, like shell construction, shell size, head selection,
Yeah.
then room size and distance, microphone distance, all of that, and it's very, very impressive, but it was stuff I never used. I would never even use. I just sit down and play them.
Yeah.
And when I found EFNOTE, aside from the fact that these are the best cymbals in electronic drums, hands down. I mean, they are the best. The drums themselves are so user friendly and feel more like real drums than any other electronic kit I've ever played. And I mean, that's all of them. And man, I fell in love with them. I absolutely fell in love with them at the NAMM show.
Yeah. Yeah. That's when I brought you up and sat you
Yeah,
down, and one is like, you got to try these, man.
man, and I just went, what? And then not to mention how beautiful they are. The lugs look like kind of reminded me of Gretsch. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah. Yeah.
they got that thing going on. And God, I thought I couldn't stop thinking about them. And so then when I got to sit with them by myself and kind of tweak it at length, I just went, oh man, I got to get to know these.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so that has been my go-to ever since that time. And I'm really honored, and I mean that sincerely, to represent in any way I can EFNOTE. And man, um, geez, I use them in so many ways, but I don't have acoustic drums in my house anymore. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't need them because these feel and sound so much like acoustic drums and of course acoustic cymbals as
Yeah.
well. I don't need them. And this way, my wife isn't, I don't have to soundproof everything.
Yeah.